Welcome, dear friends, to the Enchanted Forest. My name is Sage, and you must be the very special small folk that Father Christmas has invited to journey to Lapland and help the elves save Christmas. I wonder, have you seen my friend Badger on your travels? No? Oh, well, he's supposed to be arriving soon to join me for a cup of nettle tea. He usually arrives this time of day. Oh, flowering forget-me-nots. I did promise Badger that I would practice my Badger talk. Well, no, that doesn't sound quite right now, does it, Sage? Badger told me we were expecting visitors while we were enjoying a lovely tea party last week. And then Aldwin, the wise owl, flew in to join us and hooted the same message too. Twit-to-woo, he went. Twit-to-woo, twit-to-woo. Do you speak owl too, small folk? No? Oh, well, I'll teach you. It goes like this. Twit-to-woo. Don't be shy, everybody. Give it a try. Twit-to-woo. Twit-to-woo. Who's that calling me a twit? Very good. So you must be the very special small folk I've heard so much about. Well, are you? Oh, humble bumblebee. I am honored to be in the presence of your greatness. Travel Master himself has bestowed upon you the very rare privilege of traveling through the secret pathways on this very special day. This is the most magical place in the Enchanted Forest. Right here by the magical doorways which allows elves to journey to places here, there, and netherwhere in the blink of an eye. This is one of many magical doorways which can transport elves to the most enchanting destinations, to magnificent jungles, or great deserts, or perhaps, like this one, to snowy Lapland. What was that? Was that you, small folk? No? Uh-oh, indeed. There it is again. Oh, dear Scotch, small folk, you are very lucky indeed. I sense the arrival of a profoundly magical elf, drawn here by the enchantment of your presence.
Elves care for the earth, making sure it will live on. Try for all we're worth to help our world be strong. Follow the 3 R's. Recycle to make new. Reduce our waste, reuse with haste. It's what we always do.
Oh, thank you. Whispering willow, small folk, I am honored to introduce you to the most wondrous of all the woodland elves, Eeko. Eeko is no ordinary elf, dear friends. She is the embodiment of magic and harmony, speaking every single language of the Enchanted Forest, be it the talks of the animals, the birds, or the bugs. Eeko understands the songs of the flowers, the babble of the brooks, and the talks of the trees. Her real name is Ecological, Magical, Mystical Elf, which is why we call her Eeko for short. Eeko, please grace the small folk with more of your enchanting tales.
I care for the forest, the flowers and trees. I help Mother Nature and all that she sees. I teach birds to sing and flowers to smell. bees how to buzz,
Oh.
and trees to stay well. I colour the berries as red as the sun, and water the plants to help everyone. If you all help me a little each day, our world will stay happy. Hip, hip, hooray!
Hooray! So, small folk, will you help Eeko care for nature? Yes? Oh, marvellous moonbeams. Then Eeko has chosen you all to be her friends. What we Woodland Elves like to call being eco-friendly. But did you notice, human folk, that Eeko speaks in rhyme? Well, it's because she has the rhythm of nature. Just like winter and summer, hot and cold, sun and rain, everything in nature is perfectly balanced, just like Eeko.
Yes, Sage, you're right. It's as simple as day to night. There's nothing about nature that I don't love, especially the trees that sway up above. But this tree is special above all others. Sage,
Yes.
shall we tell the small folk the secret of how it mothers?
Giggling gooseberries, Eeko. Tell the small folk more.
Mother Nature asked me to pick cones from this tree. It is a magical tree, full of wonder, hope, and mystery. For each little pine cone I pick from above will grow into an elf for all of us to love. I wrap the cones in moss to keep them warm, then watch over them carefully until it is dawn. And as the sun rises, I whisper my rhyme, and a new little elflet emerges each time. Little elf, grow from this cone, for this shall be your happy home.
You know, small folk, how a caterpillar wraps himself up into a little cocoon and emerges a beautiful butterfly. Well, so does a little baby elflet from Eeko's blanket of moss. And that happy day is called an Elf's Cone Day. Now, you may have noticed, human folk, that elves come in all different shapes and sizes.
Minikins was the tiniest cone I've ever seen, but what a fine elf he has been. His story tells the reason why golden bells are given to those who try.
You see, it's depending the pine cone we grow from, what work we need to do. And there is always a place for everyone. Tree High is the tallest elf in all of Lapland, and so their job is to place the brightest stars on top of our Christmas tree. However, Tree High is rather forgetful.
If you see Tree High wandering around today, bright stars only is what you must say.
Quite right, Eeko. As you can see, small folk, this forest is a place of great magic. Nature's magic. But do you know what else is magical, small folk? No? Well, I was thinking of you. You are all part of nature's great magic, which means you are magical too.
It's true what Sage is telling you. Your minds are full of magic too.
Oh, right.
Your wishes light the Lapland skies to power all our elven lives. Elves can work both day and night, as your thoughts keep our skies so bright. Sage?
Yes?
Well, the small folk have journeyed here to help us today, so it's time for them now to go on their way. Tell our friends what they need to know, to journey to the land of ice. And snow. Small folk, the tree of life knows you're here. This is your magic. There's no need to fear.
Yes, Eeko, you are right. And I know how to travel these magical pathways, as Compass, the wise elf who plots Father Christmas's sleigh journey, gave me these magical reindeer antlers for my hat nav. Babbling brooks, Eeko. How will the small folk get to Lapland?
Oh, Sage, through the magical doorway is the way they must go, just as Mother and Father Christmas did, long, long ago.
Of course, the door. Oh, thank you, Eeko. Small folk, can I tell you a secret? Yes? Marvelous. Eeko and I were the very first elves to meet Mother and Father Christmas in this very forest. Many years ago, just a humble toy maker and his wife, long before the world knew them as Mother and Father Christmas. And this is the very doorway they went through to begin their new lives in Lapland.
Sage and I won't be travelling to Lapland with you today, but we have two special friends that will show you the way.
Troublesome trout! The doors won't open, Eeko.
Sage, the doors to Lapland are frozen in time. Let's teach the small folk the secret pass rhyme.
Flattering, forget-me-not. You are ever so clever, Eeko. The rhyme. Oh! Wiggle your fingers and squash your nose. Blink 3 times to curl your toes. We are Eeko's friend, with a happy wide grin. So open the door and let us in. Let us in, please. Oh, Eeko, are you sure that Bloom issued the small folk with the correct passports? The doors will not open.
Sage, to make the door open, we need more than the rhyme. Small folk, think your most magical thoughts of Christmas this time.
Of course, Eeko, they do live in the nation of Imagine. After all, the small folk have minds of magic, which means you are the keys to opening these doors.
Indeed. Everybody here, let's fill this forest with Christmas cheer. After all, it is the happiest time of the year.
So, are we all ready? Let's try it all together, shall we? Big folk 2, repeat after me. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers and squash your nose.
Wiggle your
fingers and squash your nose. Blink 3 times to curl your toes.
Blink 3 times to curl your toes.
We are Eeko's friends with a happy wide grin. We are Eeko's friends with a happy wide grin. So open the door and let us in.
So open the door
and let us in. Hoppity hopscotch, your magic is working. The ice is melting. Now let's try it all together. One more time, thinking your most magical thoughts. Wiggle your fingers and squash your nose. Blink 3 times to curl your toes. We are Eeko's friends with a happy wide grin. So open the door